Hello everybody, welcome Hedge Bangers, and just so as you know, this show is live. My battery has just run out just before we were about to go live, but we'll carry on anyway. Let's get the show on the road. I found a photograph last night. You look so pretty, dressed in white. Just took a moment to reignite my love for you. Back in the days when pop was king, when I asked you to wear my ring and found the peace that our love could bring. I loved you. We strolled together by the quay. Oh, you fell down and bruised your knee. Then we bathed it in the sea. I held you. Took you to meet my mum and dad. They liked your ring and I was glad, but late that night I made you sad. I hurt you. We had 2 kids, Jack and Joe. At 21 they both left home. Sometimes they'd speak on the phone. They loved you. One Christmas night he went to bed. I've got a pain in my head. They were the last words you ever said. I lost you. Now those times are far away, and sunny skies have turned to grey. It seems to rain almost every day. Without you, without you, without you, without you, without you. Thank you. That was a song called Without You, which I wrote back in 2014, really in tribute to a friend of mine who sadly lost her life very young. Anyway, on to happier things, shall we? Right, tonight on the show we've got videos from Tarren and from Simon Tall, and we've got a lovely put the right teeth in. We have a lovely set specially recorded for us by Murray McDowell, who is another Trevor Key discovery. He pushed in my way, so thanks Murray for recording it and Trevor for pushing him towards me. This week's remote studio technician, yes, it's on the buttons, brilliant Becca, yay, round of applause. And well, what's been happening? Not been a good couple of weeks here, to be honest. We got the news on Monday that Cropredy is cancelled again. 2nd year running. The cows have got their way and we shall not be visiting their fields this August. However, we will be visiting a field very close by, which we would have been camping in anyway had it been going on, and we'll be having a bit of a holiday there. And the Fringe Festival looks like it's going to be going ahead at the weekend, so we'll pop into the Brasenose and see some of the music there, and we'll no doubt have some music on the campsite. And it won't be the same, but it'll be a little bit more crowded than last year when I think there was about 20 of us. So we'll look forward to that. Then what else did we do? Oh yeah. I took Cat for a scan. A cat scan. Yeah. Oh well, somebody's got to tell them. But anyway, look, I just want you to realise what a nice dad I am, because I took her for that scan during the England-Germany match. Yeah, during the match. So, you know, I had to watch bits of it on the phone and listen to bits of it on the radio when we were driving. And it reminded me actually of the self-sacrifice I made. I think it was it Italia 90? When I actually missed the World Cup final. And I missed it to take my wife to see Gone with the Wind at Cinema City in Norwich. And it obviously didn't do me too much good because we got divorced. So there you go. Anyway, on we go with the show. And our first video tonight. Now, many years ago, some of you may remember Sid Goldsmith, also known as Wayne to some of us in Wyndham. He was a stalwart of the Wyndham music scene, and he then moved away, sadly. But then he suddenly popped up on the national stage with his musical partner, Jimmy Aldrich. And not content with having a partnership with Jimmy, which is getting like national coverage and on Folk on 2 and things like that, you know. But, or the folk show, sorry, show my age there. But he's now formed a new sort of like super group with some other well-known musicians. And they're called Tarren. And his fellow musicians are Alex Garden and Danny Pedler. And here they are in a video singing about old scams and swindles. And the song's called The Rigs of Time. Take it away, Becca.
Come all you good people, I must bring you in to hear a few words about swindles and stings. In this generation as much as the last, there's those who hold power with cunning and craft. Honesty's all out of fashion, but these are the rigs of the time you own. These are the rigs of the time. Here's to the lawmaker that's duping our votes, who lust to rise higher with hands on our throats, or gifting out contracts to their mates on the low. It's a funny old farmer who reaps but not sows. Honesty's all out of fashion. These are the rigs of the time you owe. These are the rigs of the time. If your ancestors gained by the bastard's right hand, and you paid for excluding the rest from the land, well, small farmers strive for a wage from their crop. Your pillars must fall if you're skimming the top. Honesty's all out of fashion. These are the rigs of the time you owe. These are the rigs of the time. We need is It's like blood from a stone. The applause doesn't pay. It's no wonder we groan. In meeting our duty of care we're hell-bent, and all you can spare is one measly percent. No wonder house prices have gone through the roof, and we're paying them off till we're long in the tooth. If you own one or two, you draw rent to buy more. If you've no deposit, you'll skim evermore. Honesty's all out of fashion. These are the rigs of the time you wore. These are the rigs of the time. Now the very best plan that I could ever find is to capture their bluster and send them off high. And when they are up there, the cloud it will burst. The biggest old rascal come tumbling down first. Honesty's all out of fashion. These are the rigs of the time you wore. These are the rigs of the time.
So that's Tarren for you, and I think they've got a really pretty bright future ahead of them, don't you? So, well, it turns out actually that my battery hasn't died. It turns out that in actual fact I had a bit of a senior moment and I didn't actually plug it in properly. There we go. That's life, isn't it? So I'll do a quick song. And then we'll have a look at your messages, so we'll see how we go. Age is made of frail. I'm scared to take her in my arms. But there's an understanding now, and a peace behind the eyes. And if age is for complaining, you won't hear much from me. Growing old with Naomi, I recall the first time I took her in my arms. Times I was unfaithful, she said no future in the past. So we don't talk about it. Keeps a gentle edge on me, and I don't mind. Growing old with Naomi. She wasn't all I wanted, but she's all I'll ever need. Oh, rich man always want for more. I was rich indeed, a rich man than the poor fool, but it turned out right for me. How lucky can you get? they think they discovered everything. Me and her, we done it all without a wedding ring. Sometimes things remind us, and she's smiling back at me. It ain't hard. Growing old without me. She wasn't all I wanted, but she's all I'll ever need. Oh, rich man and a poor fool, I was rich indeed. I never thought how beautiful, but I do now, 'cause I see I'm getting wiser. Growing old without me. Place is kind of quiet now. Kids have all left home. We'd like to see more of them, but we're grateful when they come. And in the quietness afterwards, she comes and sits by me, make me feel like a man. Growing old without me, make me feel like a man. Growing old without me. That's Ralph McTell's Naomi, which is one of those songs that makes you fall in love with a name, isn't it? You know, and I've never actually known. Well, I've known one Naomi in my life, but she worked in a shop. Well, she owned a shop. Anyway, so I was gonna check, see what's happening. We do have a few people watching, but oh, Trevor Key says Ralph would have liked that, Rob. Donna Brett is saying hi. Oh, we got Laura Statham watching. I haven't seen Laura for... Hello, Laura. I haven't seen you for ages. All the booties are watching. So, hello, Alison, Mike, and Rachel's at home, and Louise is at home. And presumably Claire might be watching from her home. So, hello, all the booties. John Parker, Stephanie Richardson... Hello to you all. Hello, Rachel Booty says, hello Rob from the back garden of Mums and Dads. Yes, she's come back from Spain, so she has to isolate. And they have to be specifically very careful. So she's been stuck in the back garden under the famous Coleman Dome. At least she knows some great musicians been under that as well. Liz Reed has joined us as well. Hello Liz, nice to see you. But I am relying on my phone here because the computer's over there and the computer's actually stopped anyway, so we don't want to touch it because you never quite know what will happen, would you? Do you? So anyway, on to our next video, because we've got a football match tonight, haven't we? So we don't want to hold you up too long tonight. Our next video is from it was sent to me by a chap called Simon Tall, and the thing to know about Simon is that his first name is Simon and he is tall, and and he has a collection of admirable hats. However, he's a stunning musician. He's produced 9 albums, and his videos are known for their slightly surreal nature. And I'm sure you're all going to be absolutely taken by this video. I know I was. The moment I saw it, I thought, that has got to go on the show. It is a really clever video. It's called Witches' Sabbath. I love that. I really love that video. So don't forget, if you enjoyed that and Tarren's video, and again later on Murray's set, please visit the websites of tonight's artists. You get loads of more music and videos. You can buy their CDs. Sometimes you can donate to their PayPal Me sites. All the details will come up at the end of the show, so don't forget to do that. And also, whilst we're talking about not forgetting things, don't forget on Mixcloud, every Thursday you will find a new show hosted by Trevor Key of Blowing in the Windham. And you can keep up to date with everything that's going on by subscribing to his Facebook page for Blowing in the Windham. And that's blowing with an apostrophe rather than a G. Did I do that well, Trev? Thank you. So, being silly, sorry. One more song from me. When you shook your long hair down, when you sat beside me, all my terrors came to town, and they began to ride me. I was left without a chance, I'd lost my situation, oh, when you shook your long hair down, you shook my whole foundation. When you shook your long hair down, my defenses crumbled, feeling I'd begun to crown, and all my words got jumbled. Not a word would come to mind. I felt a child of 7, oh, when you shook your long hair down, I saw hope of heaven. I was left without a chance, no hope of a returning, no. In your eyes I saw a glance of all my bridges burning. You know you were hardly fair, you'd already won me, with my heart already there, you had to go and stun me. Took the ribbon in your hand, bought it till it parted, oh, when you shook your long hair down, you know what you started. I was left without a chance, no hope of a returning, no. In your eyes I saw a glance of all my bridges burning. Oh, when you shook your long hair down, when you sat beside me, all my terrors came to town, and they began to ride me. I was left without a word, I lost my situation, oh, when you shook your long hair down, you shook my whole foundation. When you shook your long hair down, you shook my whole foundation. That's Tom Paxton's When You Shook Your Long Hair Down, which I've always thought, oh, I always imagined meeting this beautiful woman with long hair and being able to sing that song to her. I did once, but she divorced me as well. So there you go. Happens a lot in my life, doesn't it? Still, anyway, girls, I'm there if you need me. On to, oh, let's see, who's saying what? I'm trying to rush through it tonight so that we're not too late, because I know a lot of people will be wanting to tune into the what is it, football. So we've got Julianne watching, Trevor Key, we said that, thanks a bundle for the plug, yep. Carol Lee, hi Rob and the Hedge friends, interesting music. Lee Hipley Baker is watching. Lee, hello mate. Nice to have you tuning in. Lee's the bass player with I booked them once. Oh, never mind. It will come to me. Or Lee, tell us who you play bass for and you might get a booking, mate. You never know. But they're really good. We had them as headliners at Feathers Fest once. They set the place alight. They were so good. Ben Bryce, have I missed your rendition of It's Coming Home? Well, when should we do it? It's coming home, it's coming home. Right, well, that'll do. Kevin Rowland drew it. Hi, everybody. Right, let's get on with the show. Murray McDowell. Now, I was put on to Murray by our friend, Trevor Key. And Trevor sort of contacted me and he said, Rob, you really ought to get Murray on the show. He's absolutely brilliant. So had a listen to some of his stuff, and Trevor was quite right. He's absolutely brilliant. So I contacted Murray and asked him if he would do a quick 30-minute set for us, which he immediately agreed to do. And I'll tell you a little bit about him. He's been writing songs for many, many years and has been a gigging musician since 1976, he says. He's released 4 albums and numerous singles, and they're all available on all the usual platforms, so Amazon, Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, etc. So just go on there and search for Murray McDowell and it will come up. You can also get to see some of his stuff on YouTube. I mean, as from tonight, he'll be on our channel, won't he? But his own channel is Gas Duo, and it's the name of his acoustic 2-piece. He was born and bred in Larne, County Antrim, and he still lives there today. And so, from his home in Larne, County Antrim, please would you welcome Murray McDowell.
Hello everyone. My name is Murray McDowell. Greetings from County Antrim over in Northern Ireland, and welcome to my slot on the Hedge at Home. My thanks, of course, to Rob for inviting me to do a wee live video. So I'm going to be doing, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm going to be doing a few of my own compositions. I hope you enjoy them. So without further ado, I get straight in. This first song is called Live to Love You. And the sky may fall, and the seas may dry, and all the stars go out in an empty sky. Or still, I always will, I'll love to love you. And if the flowers die and all the mountains melt and all the trees fall down, no rain I felt, and then still, well, I always will, I'll love to love you. I'll live to love you when the world is ending. I'll live to love you when my time has come, and then I'll then still, well, I always will, I'll live to love you. if the birds don't sing and all the leaves turn brown and all the rivers dry and the moon falls down, I'm still, well, I always will. I'll love to love you. I'll live to love you when the world is at an end. I'll live to love you when my time has come, and then I'm still, well, I always will. I still, always will live to love you. I'll live to love you. Oh, I'll live to love you. I'll live to love you. I'll live to love you. Thank you. Live to love you. That's from my very first album, which is called Summer Moon, first solo album. You can find all my material online, Amazon, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer. Just look up Murray McDowell. On Facebook, it's Murray's Music. A few videos there, and on YouTube, it's actually Gas Music, Gas being the name of my two-piece band. So that's the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. And talking of Summer Moon, this is the title track from my Summer Moon album. Walking down the cobbled road, an evening late in June, all the while to light my way, sweet and silver moon, summer moon. Why are you gone so soon? Oh, summer moon. Why are you gone so soon? Thinking of my life gone by, melancholy moods, and all the while to light my way, sweet and silver moon, summer moon. Why are you gone so soon? Sweet summer moon. Why are you gone so soon? When the dawn comes rising and my midnight work is done, well, it ain't so surprising that in my mind you linger on. In my mind you linger on. Now the dawn it's on its way, night has gone too soon. I thank you for the light, sweet and silver moon, summer moon. Why are you gone so soon? Sweet summer moon. Why are you gone so soon? When that dawn comes rising and your midnight work is done, well, it ain't so surprising, and in my mind you linger on. In my mind you linger on. I'm walking down the cobbled road, an evening late in June, all the while to light my way, sweet and silver moon, summer moon. Why are you gone so soon? Oh, sweet summer moon. Why are you gone so soon? Oh, summer moon. Why are you gone so soon? Summer Moon, the title track from my very first album, strangely enough called Summer Moon. A pint of water in a Guinness glass. It's just wrong. Thank you so much so far. Thanks for being with me. I have had a few albums out, and this one I think is from my second album called Bringing It All Back Home, stolen from Bob Dylan, of course. But this is my own song. This is called Mask, and it's basically about putting a brave face on in public, and then when you get home, you take the brave face off and you can be yourself. It is called Mask. Well, hey there, how you doing? Keep that smile going strong. Yeah, use the words you gotta use, and you hope it won't last long. Oh, I'm great now, things are fine, whether it is right or wrong. Staying shut up tight for now, and I hope it won't last long. And you turn your face to the sky, you're hoping no one asks you why. And behind those smiling eyes lie the tears that never dry. Hey there, buddy, how you been? Well, I heard you wrote a song, and you shake that hand, you nod the nod, still you hope it won't last long. And you turn your face to the sky, you're hoping no one asks you why. And behind those smiling eyes lie the tears that never dry. And you close the door behind you tight, there won't be no more tonight. Now that you're out of sight, you can let your mask fall into the night. Oh yeah, you turn your face up to the sky, you're hoping no one asks you why. And behind those smiling eyes lie the tears that never dry. And you close the door behind you tight, there won't be no more tonight. And now that you're out of sight, you can let your mask fall into the night. Thank you. Mask from my second album, Bringing It All Back Home. You can find all these songs, as I say, on YouTube and Spotify and Twitter, and also, of course, to download on Amazon and Apple iTunes. There's various other download sites, but too many to mention. So again, thank you so much. Oh, I will put my guitar aside for a minute, and this is still another one of my own songs, but this is an a cappella, unaccompanied ditty. And now this was written for a very good friend of mine and a very good barmaid. Before lockdown, every Saturday afternoon we used to go for an Irish traditional session to a wee country bar called Billy Andy's, and Sharon, the barmaid, was our designated barmaid, and she used to bring drink to the table constantly. So this is a tribute and a lament for lost times playing music. Here we go. For the crack on a Saturday we would all go to our corner that's down by the fire, where the music is mighty and the beer starts to flow, and the musicians don't seem to tire. All the jigs and the reels and the polkas and airs, they pass in a whirl of great sound. But the thing we all miss in the midst of all this is the barmaid who brings us around. Oh, Sharon, our darling, the best in the land, you never let glasses run dry. Oh, Sharon, our darling, sure Saturday's grand, and you never see time pass you by. Be it Smithwick's or Guinness or Carlsberg or Tay, it always is constantly near. For the best way to keep a musician at play is to keep them topped up with a beer. Now the slides and the marches ring out round the room, and the songs can be heard from afar. But the thing we all miss in the midst of all this is the barmaid who brings us our jars. Oh, Sharon, our darling, the best in the land, you never let glasses run dry. Oh, Sharon, our darling, sure Saturday's grand, and you never see time passing by. So in Billy Andy's, if you get the chance, from 2 o'clock up to the death, you're sure of a tune or a song or a dance, just stopping to catch up your breath. And if you are able to sit at our table, you'll see there's a wee kitty cup. And the thing we all miss in the midst of all this is the barmaid who brings us a sup. Oh, Sharon, our darling, the best in the land, you never let glasses run dry. Oh, Sharon, our darling, sure Saturday's grand, and you never see time pass you by. A wee quick ditty to Sharon, our barmaid of a Saturday. Hopefully those days will return pretty soon. We're allowed to go out. Over here where I am, there is no live music allowed in bars. It's awful, but surely through time it will come back. Anyway, this is a song that has been played quite a bit by my friend Trevor on the Blowing in the Windham streams, and very much appreciated. Thank you, Trevor. And this is my written way back in April at the start of lockdown. This is my lament for the lack of pubs being open. A wee lockdown today. Here we go. This is called The Pub. You can sing along, of course. It was early 2020, in the springtime of the year. A deadly plague gripped all the land and filled us all with fear. It kept us in our houses, kept us in our flats. The streets were all deserted and the cops made sure of that. Oh, you couldn't hug your granny or shake hands with your mates. You had to stop and have a yarn outside the garden gates. We're all in this together, all in the same club. The thing I missed the very most was going to the pub. Here we go. To the pub, to the pub. The thing I miss the very most is going to the pub. To the pub, to the pub. When all of this is over, we'll all go to the pub. They told us we should stay at home to keep the bug at bay, but some folk wouldn't listen, they went their merry way. They partied on out in the street, didn't have a care, and the only way to wise them up is to hit them with a chair. Hard as you like. They wouldn't keep their distance, they were always in your space, pushing into queues and lines, always in your face. They bought up all the bog rolls, bought up all the grub, and then the worst thing happened, they closed the bloody pub. They closed the pub, they closed the pub. The thing I miss the very most is going to the pub. To the pub, to the pub. When all of this is over, we'll all go to the pub. Oh, the internet took over throughout our daily life, providing a distraction from talking to the wife. We learned to knit and bake and sew, we sang and streamed it live. We learned to do the yoga and even how to jive. And we kept all isolated except to go walk, and other folk were here and there but you couldn't stop to talk. We chatted on the messenger, we kept our social hub. The one thing that we couldn't zoom was going to the pub. To the pub, to the pub. The thing I missed the very most was going to the pub. To the pub, to the pub. When all of this is over, we'll all go to the pub. Oh, we ate our way through tons of food, we drank our cupboards dry. We cancelled our subscription to the Sporting Channel Sky. We watched the updates every night, the news was never good, but if you had an ounce of sense, you did the best you could. Wasn't locked down and you couldn't go outside. You had to pay for your messages through a gap a half inch wide. No more the leisure centre, no more the massage grub, no more the social gathering, and no going to the pub. To the pub, to the pub. The thing I miss the very most is going to the pub. To the pub, to the pub. All of this is over, we'll all go to the pub. Sadness. Now if we all can make it through and see an end in sight, defeat coronavirus, have done with all this shite, we'll look back on these awful times, give a little shrug. For we won't care, we'll all be there, drinking in the pub, in the pub. The pub. The thing I miss the very most is going to the pub. To the pub, to the pub. When all of this is over, we'll all go to the pub. To the pub, to the pub. The thing I miss the very most was going to the pub. To the pub, to the pub. When all of this is over, sure we'll all go to the pub. To the pub. To the pub. Thank you guys. That is, well, it's not actually my latest single, but I released that on Spotify and Amazon and all the rest. in November last year. It took me that long to get it released. This is a brand new one. I haven't released this one yet. This one is not available on any platforms as yet because of lockdown I haven't been able to get into the studio properly to record it. But anyway, this is a wee love song. It will be released in the next couple of months. Look, watch out for it if you like it. This is a love song just simply entitled You.
You still are the sweetest thing I've ever seen, and you were always the one, always the moon and the starlight to me. You still are around, still are beside me in all that I do, and you make me feel proud. Make me so glad that I feel a part of you. Oh, and you are my comfort and calm. You make me feel safe from all harm. And you are the one I love making love to. Oh, you are the one I love making love to. Up my soul, you make me feel safe by your side every day, and you make me feel whole. You make my heart full of love when you say you are my comfort and calm, and you make me feel safe from all harm, and you are the one I love making love to. Oh, you are the one I love making love to. You love me so well. You love me like nobody else in the world. You and I can tell we have a love till the end of the earth. Oh, well, you are my comfort and calm. You make me safe from all harm, and you are the one I love making love to. Oh, you are the one I love making love to. You still are the one, you still are the sweetest thing I've ever seen. That's You, love song. And that will be released as soon as I get into the studio and get it recorded. Okay, folks, thanks for being with me through this journey through my own music. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please look me up on Facebook and Instagram, wherever, Murray McDowell, or Murray's Music is my page, on my music page. On Facebook, I think Murray Telecaster on Instagram, but if you look for Murray McDowell, there's not many of me about. So I'll leave you with this song. This is actually my most recent release. This was released early this year, February of 2021. And this is a song called She'll Be Lonely Tonight. Here we go. Thank you so much. And I'll leave you with this one song.
looks at the door where his coat used to hang, and she cries, just a little she cries. She walks past the chair where he sat and he sang, and she dies, just a little inside. She's pulling her curtains up tight, she's turning up the lamp lights, and she knows she'll be lonely tonight. She sits at the table where he used to read, and she cries, oh, just a little she cries. Stares at the wall where his picture had been, oh, and she dies, oh, just a little inside. She looks at her phone one more time, opens up another bottle of wine, 'cause she knows she'll be lonely tonight. She's hugging the pillow where his head used to lay, and she cries, just a little she cries. She tries to remember each and every day, oh, and she dies, just a little inside. She knows that it may never feel right, and she feels that she might give up the fight, because she knows she'll be lonely tonight. Oh, she looks at the door where his coat used to hang, and she cries, oh, just a little she cries. She walks past the chair where he sat and he sang, oh, and she dies, just a little inside. She's pulling her curtains closed tight, she's turning up the lamp lights, 'cause she knows, oh, she knows she'll be lonely tonight, lonely tonight. She'll be lonely tonight, she'll be lonely tonight, she'll be lonely tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. My big thanks to Rob for inviting me on the Hedge at home. Hope to see you all very soon. For now, from myself, Murray McDowell, very good evening. Stay safe, stay well. Keep listening.
Hi, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Certainly, looking at the comments, a lot of you did. Especially the pub. Everybody enjoyed the pub, because everybody still longs for those days, and hopefully they'll be back soon. So thanks ever so much, Murray. Fantastic set. And don't forget, donate if you can, please. We'll put all the details up again at the end of the show. You know, musicians haven't got furlough. It's all right for people like me. We work for a living as well. But there's other people who are full-time musicians who haven't got furlough, and they've had to rely on working in burger bars and things like that to get by during the pandemic. So don't forget, in July, you lucky folks have got another 2 shows to come. On the 17th of July, Anto Mora will be here. Oh, sorry, Anto Mora will be here. And he's from Norwich, a great friend. I went to see him a few weeks ago in Wyndham, and his bowler hats are still as good as ever. And on the 31st of July, we've got the brilliant Ellie Kellner from the Netherlands. And she used to be a member of Matthew's Southern Comfort. And she is, I've seen her set already, and you are in for a treat. It is absolutely beautiful. So look forward to that. In August, remember, we'll be taking a short break, and I'm hoping we'll start a new series of shows in September. If you know of any acts who would like to get involved, or have any videos that they would like us to show, or would even like to do the 30-minute spot, then please get in touch, because it is getting rather difficult sometimes, and some people are actually a bit rude about it. So mentioning no names, but you know, it would be nice to get some new blood in. Then we'll be back in September. So it must be about that time, mustn't it? Promise of a new life to come. Spring is here again. The sun is melting over the hill. All our roads are waiting to be revealed. For this day in history has brought us to here. Now it's all there for the taking. The day is what you see. Returning, work is in hand. All the cynics have vanished from where I stand. All the chances wasted are drawing us near. And all around is a new life rising from the winter field. I'm alive again. I'm alive again. Sunday morning. So my thanks go to Tarren for sending us their video, to Simon Tall for sending us his, for Murray McDowell for his magnificent set, and our remote producer, Becca on the buttons, Hazel. Especially all of you. May your gods go with you. Take care, stay safe, and good luck, England! It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home.